Hello friends, welcome back to Gecko's Gaming. Today I'm going to be playing some more Mono Black, and I'm not going to be doing much of a deck tech. I have two videos with a lot of deck tech and in-depth philosophy about the deck and how to play it, and explanations for my card choices. So I encourage you to check those out if you're curious about how the deck works or want more information about the deck. I'll leave a link to those in the description. But I'm just going to go over real quick some of the tweaks I made, why I made them, and then we're going to hop into some gameplay for this video. So the first tweak that I made was I cut the slashers I had two slashers and two goyfs. I cut the two slashers for a third goyf and a third trawler. And the explanation for that is that just the slasher kept being kind of disappointing. I was never very excited about it in the first place, but I like that it put a faster clock against combo decks than the goyf does. So it had that edge over the goyf. But other than that, the goyf has been more often more important. Like the lifelink is important, and the high toughness and the high power matters also. Like against red, the slasher dies to chain lightning or lightning bolt, and the goyf survives those, and it can get up to 5 toughness pretty quickly. It also basically counters Pyrogoyf, which is pretty sweet. So that's why I chose Goyf over Slasher at this point. And I'm not really excited about the Goyf still. I wish we had better 3-drops to choose from. But that is where we're at. So overall, I think the deck really wants the life gain from Barragoyf and the bigger body. And that's why I went with that. I also cut a Swamp for a 4th Troll. And I also cut a Chrome Mox. I believe the Chrome Mox was cut for a 3rd Felder Profane. I'm often very disappointed with Chrome Mox. It's good when it's good, but I just have way too many hands where you draw multiples and you just basically kill yourself by card disadvantage. So I've gone down to 3, and I think that's still good. I'd like to draw 1 basically per game. So that's where I'm at with Chrome Mox. And I could see playing 4 still. I'm not sure if 3 is right, but I just had too many times where I drew too many of them and it was bad. So I went down to 3. And then I went up to Felder Profane and Trawler because I wanted more black sources in the deck. I wanted more ways to get lands early just to make sure we were more smooth and consistent, have less mulligans. And there's often times where I'd rather just have like a Swamp or like a black source untapped than a Chrome Mox, because I don't have the luxury of throwing cards away in the matchup. So, and then the other thing is I went up to 4 Trolls, down to 3 Swamps. I'm not worried about having more Trolls than Swamps because you can pitch Trolls. Oftentimes that's what you want to do. And then, maybe you cycle the first Troll or 2, but usually once you have a couple Swamps, by the time you're cycling like the 4th Troll, you're probably in a position where you could just hardcast it anyways. So I don't think there's much downside of that. But yeah, that's the updates to the deck. I don't think I made any changes to the sideboard. So let's go ahead and jump into some games. Okay, hopping into our first match here. Let's go ahead. Opponent is first. This is a keepable hand. It's okay. We can turn 1 Grief. We can hardcast Grief turn 1 if we want to. It's not the worst. Then we can cast Voidwalker on turn 2 by using Felder Profane. We have to throw away one of our black mana. We want to hardcast Grief turn 1. Kind of interesting. It's not a great hand, but it's okay. I'm going to Multi 5. It's going to be some combo nonsense. They exile. Oh, they exile a Hydro. Okay. Blue with Chrome Mox, huh? Don't see that every day.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Brainstorm, okay, with the last. Okay, they're going to flip Tameo, so they have a turn 1 flipped Tameo. That is what they are presenting. And we can fell the profane on that. So, okay. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Do I want to just burn my 2 Dark Rituals and fell Tamiel right away? Yeah, that seems... I mean, they went all in on that plan, so it doesn't seem too bad. I don't think I want to grief because they could just have a land in their hand. It does feel like a little bit of a waste of my Dark Rituals. But I think I want to take out Tamiel right now since they went all in on that plan. And I don't want to risk them having a counterspell if I do it on on turn 2, so... Let's go Dothy. Go Dothy here, gets countered. And then turn 3 we can grief. Okay, subtlety. Subtlety on Dothy. I think I'd rather draw something more impactful like a ring, so I'll put Dothy on the bottom. Another Tamiyo. There's a Goyf, that's probably better than grief here. So I'll cast the Goyf. There we go. Drew a ring. Do I want to grief first? I think there's an argument towards doing a 0 cost grief here. There's also an argument towards just hard casting grief and then doing ring next turn. Another threat on the board. Interesting. Let's go ahead and attack, see what they do. They might reveal a removal spell or something like that. Okay. Guess I will mill. Okay, we have Shield Dread. Okay, let's take the Shield Dread. And let's just go for the ring here. They have it, they have it. Okay. Go ahead and draw. Another ring. End turn. So this next turn, I think I'm more in the clear to cast Grief for free and then Shelly afterwards. Reanimate. Okay. Alright, let's lead with Grief. Exiling Grief. What are they doing? Fetching? They're gonna stifle this. They have a plane, so they're gonna exile it. Swords and Plowshares. Scoop. Okay. Yeah, turn 1 all in on the Tamiyo. That was wild. They ended turn 1 with 0 cards in hand and a flipped Tamiyo. But I had to fell the Profane, so that was kind of rough for them. They have fetch lands, so some amount of Oppo agents will be fine. They have Tamiyo. They have Hydroponics. So we could do a couple Fatal Pushes. I think we want Palantir. Some amount of Fatal Push is going to be good. Yeah, I really like having all the big removal spells in the deck. Having 3 Fellow Profanes and 2 Shield Dread's Edicts, that's like 5 ways to answer huge creatures and or planeswalkers. Most decks in the format don't do that, and so that's why the opponent probably thought it was safe to go all in. And they just got punished by this kind of unique tech that we have here. Okay, so they're playing white, so trolls aren't going to be great. I think I want the Thoughtseizes. We can... I don't think I want to trim a Fel, actually. It was so good there. Bogart doesn't seem great. We can just trim some of these like mana source cards that aren't good against their deck. And I think Chrome Mox post board when the games slow down, not the best. Since we're on the draw, let's cut an Edict for another Fatal Push. And I'll cut the other Chrome Mox also. Or... see, I mean, Dothy's not great either, especially on the draw. Cut Dothy. Bring in the Oppo. I don't want to trim too many mana sources, but those are what's mostly bad here. Alright, we ran out of time, so I think this will be good enough. If I had another minute, I think I could probably come up with a more a plan I felt more confident about, but there's nothing wrong with this. Okay, this is a good hand. We went down to 1 Chrome Mox and we ended up drawing it, which is pretty nice. So they could have Flare of Denial. So what I will do is Fatal Push. Can't exile artifacts with Chrome Mox is kind of annoying, because I would like to exile a ring to it. But I can push the Hydroponics, and then I can like double Ritual into a Run Ring by exile Shield Dread though, and I think I would like Shield Dread. But it's okay, I don't need the Shield Dread. I have 3 more in the deck, plus I have double One Ring. So I think that's what we'll do. This will just clear the way in case I have a Flare of Denial. It's pretty much the only thing that can stop us here. Unless they have, you don't think they have Commandeer, do you? I guess we sort of lose to Commandeer. We need to just accept that here. Not going to play around it. Going for a turn 1 ring. Okay, they don't have it. They probably have a Subtlety, which is why we're seeing those pauses. If I can draw a Thoughtseize, that'd be kind of sweet. Oh, nothing I can cast this turn. Okay. Turn 1 ring. This is fair and balanced magic here. Fair and balanced. So I'm digging here. I want to find some mana, and I want to find probably a Shield Dread. But especially mana, because then I won't be able to kill myself with the ring. This deck is not great at applying pressure anyways, so... They're blue deck, I mean. Okay, they have a Ley Line. Rupture Flute, yikes. That's going to be good. That is pretty good. Don't have a way to deal with that. So this ring is just going to be doing 1 damage to me per turn for the rest of the game. I can replace it with this other ring if my life becomes Herald. But it costs 7 now to do that, so... Do I play Bowmasters now, or do I wait till they try to do something? Guess I'll wait. Maybe I'll do it at the end of their turn if they don't do anything. There's a Tameo.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
Hopefully, yeah, I was just gonna say, hopefully they don't have Mono Drain there. New creatures is a Hydroponics. It's all so far. I guess I just take the Hydroponics. I don't know, it's like pretty bad in this deck. I don't have fetch lands, so they have Source of Plowshares. Sure. Interesting that they didn't block there. I mean, do I take the Hydroponics just to have something? Man, it's really bad for me though. It's just like a 1-2 that maybe will draw me a card down the line. But if I'm doing 2 damage to them per turn and they're at 13, is that enough? I don't have any other plan going on here. Cast, I'll do it. Feels bad though. I could draw some trolls, which would be helpful for the Hydro. Drawing during combat, okay. See if they have a follow-up. Ancient Tomb. Not exactly what I was looking for, but not the worst. Means that if we draw like a Shield Dread or something, we can cast it. I could also... Makes me closer to casting the One Ring eventually. Alright, let's attack for 2. And I'll play Ancient Tome and pass. Strip Mine. My turn. Lose a life. Draw. Another Reanimate that does nothing. Go ahead and attack for 2 here. Get another Hydro trigger. And we don't really have anything else to do, so let's pass. Nothing to reanimate. Other stuff exiles. Subtlety hard casting it. It's going to dominate the board here. This one's not looking good for us. That Disruptor Flute was pretty good. That's one advantage of playing the green-black deck. You get some ways to deal with artifacts. Disruptor Flute is a problem. Take 0. Okay, Tome is gone. Doesn't really matter that much. Draw something. Give me some gas. Wife is not bad. I have to burn my ritual on it though, if I want to use it. Guess we'll go for it. We don't have anything else going on. If they have a counter spell, I can reanimate it. Okay, sacking a token. Pull back. There is a consideration to attacking with the hydroponics and then reanimating it, just to get another trigger. And to do something with my reanimate. The removal is basically exile based anyways, so I don't think I'll be making much progress. I don't think that like waiting for them to remove my Baraglyph is really gonna work any better than reanimating the Architect would be. Four cards in hand. No blocks. Pithing Needle. Don't know what that's supposed to do. Bloodstainmire, okay. It's a little bit of overkill, but yeah, I don't play fetch lands, so it's not really gonna do much. But let's go ahead and attack with the Baraglyph. You're gonna plow it, probably. Oh, Brazenbauer, okay. Baraglyph is back. We're drawing a lot of cards. Where's my Bowmasters when you need it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, didn't they swords my Bowmasters earlier? Yeah, that's what happened. What is going on in the art here? I'm Pithing Needle. Alright, I'll take 0. And I draw another card. Drawing so many cards. Another ring. Ouch. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with Goyf. Signaling a blocker. Okay. Gain some life. I could reanimate their subtlety just to like put something out on the board. Doesn't seem like the worst. Blocks Tameo, but it trades with like a Brazen Borrower, so it's not really getting me very far. I don't have anything else to do, so I'm just gonna do it. There's like no hope of this reanimate being useful anywhere in sight, so I don't even have anything in my graveyard, so we'll just take 4 damage to put a 3/3 flyer into play. Oh no, Felia? That's terrible, because they're going to get their subtlety back on their side of the board. That's so brutal. Are they playing Felia? That's so random. I did not expect to see Felia here. Because they can blink my subtlety, and then it comes back under owner's control. And that's just a beating. That's just an absolute beating. Okay, let's block Felia. Get that thing out of there. As it could also blink my Chrome Mox. Can do some more damage out here. Alright, Goyf is a 4/5 now. Oh yeah, that's insanely rude and also insanely random. Like, they don't even have that many good things in their deck for Felia. I guess they're playing Quantum Riddler. It's pretty good with Felia. Arcast Riddler. 3/3 flyer. Lose a life from the One Ring. Opposition Agent, you're a little late. Yes, attack with Goyf. They'll trade the Riddler and the subtlety for it, or they'll just swords it. Sure. Alright. I think we're almost ready to scoop on this one, but let's give it another turn or two. I don't even know what I could draw, because I need... Like, at this point I need both mana and, like a threat, so... Hell yeah, dude, that was so random. I hadn't even seen any blink stuff this whole match so far. Okay. They get Tameo. Tameo's flipping.
In the right hand,
Plus
knowledge
Tameo.
is the sharpest blades your
Another
word.
Tameo.
This is an interesting story.
Alright, good game. Alright, so... That was a beating. I mean, I think I want more Oppo agents, probably less reanimates. And... maybe I want another Shield Dread Edict, maybe Toxic Deluge. Don't know. Trawler doesn't do much. Okay, let's run it back like this. Game 3, I'll play first. And this is a fine keep. Play Swamp and pass. We'll see if we can catch them with the... Okay, they got a ley line. See if we can catch them with the turn 1 Oppo on their fetch land or something. That'd be nice. So far, so good. They're considering it. Cycle of Troll. They're probably going to fetch in response. Nope. Okay. So I could, like, during their turn, I could, ritual for... I have 6 mana worth of ritual, so I could cast 2 Oppo agents. Or I could cast an Oppo agent and a Bowmaster. Or I could cast a Baraglyph now, and then Oppo agents also. Let's try that. Let's go ahead and get the Baraglyph out there. Get a clock on them, put a little bit of pressure on them. See if we can force them into cracking that fetch land. Oops. We're gonna Oppo agent you again. Dark Ritual Oppo. It's pretty brutal. You have a subtlety? Nice. Alright, well, at least we got a few cards out of their hand. I don't need this second Oppo at this point. I'd rather draw a land. What they exile for? To Brainstorm? Okay. Well, so we're doing some damage to their hand a little bit. They got swords. Dang, this guy just has everything, man. Wow. Alright, alright. Good beats. Grief is dead. Witch Enchanter, yep. So they have some depth to their lands. Let's go ahead and play a Bowmasters. I'll damage to myself. 2. Pass. Hydroponics comes into play. We got a Bogart. They have 3 white, but only 1 blue. Just gonna pass. I think I'll just jam the agent and try to dominate the board here. Hopefully, you know, you have to imagine they have more removal in their hand. Otherwise, what are they doing here? But this at least attacks them for 3. I have a Solitude in the graveyard. I have a Troll. Attack for 3 with the Oppo agent. I'm just going to reanimate the Troll. We'll try to stretch their removal between all these different threats. Wow, no swords or anything there. They topped with Archive. Gotta give the opponent credit, like, we came out the gate with a pretty nasty start this game, and they were able to deal with it. The double, ritual, opposition agent, Barrowglyph. The Layla line of Sanctity has been a little annoying, but not too bad. Only drawn 1 grief. Okay, Solitude's coming in. Selling another ley line. Selling my Bowmasters. They want to draw some cards. Looks like. Riddler gonna draw 2. Okay. Riddler is a good magic card. Do they have Ephemerate too? No. We have a push for the Hydroponics. Get through for 10. Or I just get through for 9. I don't know if it really matters to push the Hydroponics here. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're really getting ahead by doing that, but I also don't know if there's much we have to worry about by waiting. Like, if they remove my opposition agent and get a fetch land, then... and they're able to attack with a Hydro, that would be unfortunate, so I'll go ahead and move it. This attack. Might have been a little too aggressive, just... maybe it would have made sense to save that push, but we'll see. I don't think there's anything that I really am interested in stripping here. They have to have 2 removal spells to get through this hand, or to get through this this turn. So let's see how they do. They have a Solitude. Oh, they're hard casting Solitude. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's actually pretty good. All right, so we get a ring to resolve a ring here. Draw with it. Got Shield Dread, sure. They can cast Quantum Riddler. We're gonna strip mine my strip mine, okay. If you're gonna do that, why not just take out both black sources? Like, I'm obviously not gonna strip mine you back at this point. Subtlety. Sure. Resolve. So at this point they're just hardcasting elementals, and that's okay. They've gotten up to the late game portion where they're just able to hardcast these things. Sword's my oppo, sure. The subtlety is annoying because I think I have to take that out before they start getting too much life. That's their last card. Play of Denial, nice. Okay. Alright, the opponent is mounting a comeback here. Let's draw 3 cards. Got an Ancient Tome, that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I could either Shelly, which puts me all in and kind of die to like a removal spell, or I could do Goyf plus Bowmasters. They'll attack me for 6, up to 6. And then I will take 3, 4, 5. So that would put me down to 3, but then I can attack back with Barrow Goyf. Gain some life back. I think this is a better line for now. We get the element of surprise too with the Bowmasters a little bit. Quantum Riddler. Alright, so they're gonna draw 3, or Bowmaster's gonna do 3 damage. So I can take out either the Solitude or the Subtlety. I think I'd rather take out Solitude. Just because of the lifelink. Plus, if I get Reanimate, I'd rather get a Solitude. That would be nice. So we attack with Goyf. They can trade both their creatures for it. Or they can chump block with 1. They're gonna chump block. Let's draw 4. I don't think I play a land yet. Cycle the Troll, get our last swamp. I don't have any more swamps. Oh no. That is so bad, dude. So bad. I should have checked. Where's my other swamp? There it is. It's in the graveyard. How did it get in the graveyard? I don't even remember that happening. Oh, did they strip it? Yeah, they stripped it. That's right. Ah, that's brutal. I know I have only 3 swamps. I saw 2 on the battlefield. I forgot one got stripped. Alright. It was a silly mistake, but wasn't enough to cost us the game. Because what I wanted to do with that last black mana was to reanimate probably their subtlety. Or I mean solitude. Solitude, the Riddler. They get to gain 4 life, but they lose their last creature. Alright, good game. Alright. Second match. This is a keepable hand. It's pretty good actually, because we have a turn 1 brief reanimate. The fact that they have a strip mine is kind of scary though. See what else they have. I think I will exile one of the trolls. Either a troll or a reanimate. Let's see, we have a few options here. I mean, we could grief, reanimate, grief, or we could turn 1 barrel goif. Okay, this is gonna be like Rakdos scam. Yeah, it looks like Rakdos scam. They only have 1 actual card that's Fury, so I'll take the Fury. And their lands are pretty good. So let's take the Fury. Man, I would like to... For my own peace of mind, I would really like to cycle the Troll. Make sure that we have enough mana. So let's try this, actually. Let's go cycle the Troll, because if I play Barragoyf and then they strip my land, we're kind of screwed. So I could just reanimate 2 trolls. I don't know if that's a little too much. All in. Man, that's like a lot of damage for myself. Let's try this. This saves me at least 1 point of damage. They're still on a 2-turn clock. Got my Felmire. Can strip their Raucous Theater. Fix them off of both their colors. I mean, now they can't get red, presumably. It's going to be hard for them to come up with an answer when they're so low on resources now. Alright. Yeah, I went with the Fury over the second Troll just to save me 1 point of life, because those red-black decks can do, you know, they have Bombardiers. They have a lot of ways to, like, do some explosive damage. Alright, so against red-black, scam. I want Voidwalker. I don't know about Surgical. It's not that good against scam. Like, don't get me wrong, it's okay, but most board, especially on the draw, it's going to come down to card advantage more so than mana acceleration, I think. Especially when we're on the draw and they get to go off first. So, I mean, Chrome Moxes is a good idea. I like Palantir also. for some additional grinding and reach. Toxic Deluge, I think, is reasonable to consider. I don't know how good Bowmasters is going to be. It's probably okay, but not great. Similarly to Thoughtseize is going to be kind of slow. We just have a lot of things that aren't great here. Bring in another Deluge. Maybe I still want 2 Chrome Boxes, or maybe I just want to bring the Bowmasters back. Try this. Kind of tough. We didn't see anything that Fatal Push would hit reliably, really. I'm guessing they have Bowmasters. Maybe some Dothies, but they also have a lot of bigger things. They're hard to hit. Fatal Push. Keep this. It's okay. On the draw, no matter what, you're just going to be kind of at the mercy of what they have. Yeah, they're going off. Molten Collapse. Chrome Mox. Another Chrome Mox. Alright, let's see. Are we getting like a turn 1 ring here, or what is this? Bombardiers. Okay, so I have 3 mana. Turn 1 Fable. Pretty good. Turn 1 Fable is pretty good. So I can Dark Ritual for 5 mana. I wonder what that last card is. Okay. Turn 1 Fable is a problem. But I can just double Ritual and present a ring, which is kind of better than Fable. I could... It's probably like the only line, really. It makes sense. Or do I want to be more reactive and like fell their guys so they can't get more mana? They already have 3 mana. I don't think that's the move. Alright, let's go with the ring. And then I see what I draw here. I might actually grief them also. Just to get that card out of their hand. Go ahead and grief. We'll exile another grief. Just make sure they don't have something. And then this way it prevents them. As long as this isn't a land. It's a Chrome Mox. Okay, that's fine. It just prevents them from having more options to rummage with Fable this turn, so I think that's good. We can keep them from digging deeper into their deck at this point. Ragavan. They just hardcast it. That's okay. Well, yeah, I guess they can't dash it right now because I have protection. Alright. Another ring. Let's go like this. Let's imprint grief. I'll play this tapped. Conserve some life. And we will pass. Let's let them attack with Ragavan before we show them the Bowmasters, and we can probably get their token also. Get them all at one fell swoop. Get a token. Get Bowmasters. That's the Ragavan. Let's double block. So now, man, I was just gonna say they don't have anything to do with Kiki, but Alright, alright, alright. That is pretty good. I could cast another ring. So let's go ahead and draw 3, and then I'll cast another ring. And Argoyf's at 4/5, so it actually does play here. Let's keep this. Let's get protection. And go ahead and draw again before they can get a Bowmaster out. Alright. So I'm taking a lot of damage here. Except I have protection, so not. But I mean next turn I'll be taking some damage. I'll have to deal with this Fury. Swamp. So we have 5. We have like 7 mana. So go with Shelly. Shelly, tap the ring, draw some cards, gain some life. Edict isn't really gonna do it. Well, actually, Edict does work because I can select non-token. But I don't know if I'd rather use my ritual on a Goyf. I can do either Edict or Goyf, or I guess Bowmasters, but Bowmasters is obviously not a good choice here. So it's probably safe just to Edict. I don't want to let this get out of control. Non-token, so they can't copy it and sack the token. So they get to make 1 copy, they're going to attack for a lot of damage next turn. Alright, GG. They may have forgotten that it was non-token, so... I've been interested in the Rakdos deck. I really like it. I used to play a lot of Rakdos Scam in this format. I really like the idea of a deck, but I just don't... I'm not sure if it's as good as Black or Black-Green. Alright, 3rd round. Let's see what we got here. We, not a very capable hand because I don't have a black source, fortunately. So mulligan that one. This one's better, has a black source. Kind of a slow hand, though. Do I put back the ring, actually? I think it's either Edict or Ring. I don't know if I'm on the player draw. I wish it told you during this mulligan decision if you were on the player draw. I had a reminder here. I know it tells you once earlier, but I didn't see. Edict is the most situational. Some decks don't use creatures. But against the decks that don't have creatures, the 1 ring is also not good. The 1 ring is good in that if I draw some mana acceleration, it leaves me open to casting it. I think if we're going to be strip mining, though, maybe we... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put back their 1 ring. I don't know if that's right. Depends on what they're playing, and we honestly don't know. Oh, they have a Lurrus. I should have looked at that. Ring is usually good against Lurrus decks, so let's see. Alright, we'll go ahead and Thoughtseize. But either way, it would take me a long time to cast it from this point. I'll probably take Mana Drain. And we're gonna have to just fight through a bunch of removal. It's like a blue-black control. Take Mana Drain. We just have to fight through this removal. Kind of glad that they fetch there, because it opens me up to the stripping their only black source. Their only known black source. Put Dothy out. They don't have black mana, so can't remove it. Ancient Tome, that's what we're talking about. Doesn't actually do that much here, though, honestly. If we had kept the ring, that'd be one thing, but I could put an instant in there for Baragoi for kind of no reason. Let's just go ahead and attack. Ah, we got a creature, nice. And let's strip, I don't think it matters, really. Stifle? Alright, that resolves. Play Ancient Tomb. They know about the Bowmasters, but I guess I'll hold it anyways. Alright, we got them game one. Palantir. Probably Oppo agents. They're on a Lurrus deck, so Voidwalker is alive here. Veil Push is presumably decent, although they seem to be on a more controlling build with a lot of removal and sweepers. Main deck sweepers. I'm guessing they have like some combination of Psychic Frog, Tameo, that kind of stuff, but just a lower count than a typical Lurrus deck would have. And they make up for it with more removal. So Trawler is okay. They're blue-black, so that means our big fatties are good. Cut Dothy for another Oppo agent. I think that's probably better than Voidwalker. But kind of having a coward split because I'm not sure which one I really want more of. And then there's a question about push too, but I think I'd rather just have the edicts in here for now. On the draw, I could get run over by like a turn 1 Tameo though. Alright, let's just try it like this. I don't know. There's so many different like variations of decks out there. Everybody has their own version of blue tempo type stuff. It's hard to know exactly what you're going to run into. Okay, another hand with no black source. So we're going to have to ship this one. This is fine. And keep. So I'll put it back at Troll. The hand is a little slow for my liking, but we can like cycle Troll turn 1 and then reanimate it turn 2 and then strip also. So that's not the worst. They're leading on Mystic Sanctuary, that means their hand's probably not very good. Or they do have black sources and they're just trying to protect them. Strip this so that they can't mana drain us. Let's go for the reanimates on the Troll. It resolves. And they scoop. Alright, that was a pretty fast one. Alright, next round. I'm going to do a bonus round since that last one was a little fast. It's kind of a slow hand, but it is interactive. And we have 2 mana, so yeah, let's try it. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. That'll clear the way, let us know if we need a grief or not. Okay, we're up against Chad red deck. This is the only red source right now, Sundering Eruption. Maybe it makes sense to just take that and hope they whiff on a red source. If they draw one up at top, that'd be really bad if we take the Sundering Eruption. We do have Bowmasters to deal with Ragavan at least. I'm going to take the red source. And I don't think I want a 2-for-1 ourselves quite yet. With the grief, we can wait maybe another turn. Because what am I even really taking here? Probably Bombardiers or a ring. They have 2 rings though, so. Heavy and Bombardiers are fairly interchangeable. So we'll just do it. I don't know. I don't know. Might not be a good idea. They have Bolt. So still no red source. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Either one ring or Bombardiers or maybe the heavy is what I'm looking at. Baraglyphs have 1, 2. Maybe I should think about the Baraglyph and get an artifact in there. All else being equal. Yeah, let's just do that, I guess. Okay, nice, dude. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get the Bowmasters in here. Put some pressure on them. Just top deck out another tomb, that's crazy. Alright. Thoughtseize, we can't do anything with that. Gotta pass. Just gotta take our lumps. There's a Chrome Mox. So now they have options. They can just bolt the Bowmaster. That's probably what they're gonna do, yeah. Can I rip an Ancient Tomb? That'd be sweet. Bombas. Yeah, take 2. Throwing the ring at my face, okay. That's 7. And I'm taking... Yeah, I'm taking 2 or more next turn. See this Barrow Glyph can bail us out of this mess. Gotta hold back the token to block the Bombardiers. It doesn't really block it anyways, though. Maybe I should have just attacked with it to put pressure on their life total. They're relying on Ancient Tomb. They have another One Ring. Oh no. And yeah, because they can just bolt the... Right, did they use their bolt yet? They had a bolt. Oh, they already used it. Okay. I was going to say, they could just bolt the 2-2, but guess not. Okay. Yeah, they're going to boast on the Barrow Glyph. Ouch. So broken. Bombardier is so broken. Alright, if I draw a land, I'm good. I can hit a ring and then stabilize. Oh man, that is so ironic. I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't Thoughtseize anyways. I guess... I'm taking, like, 2-4. I'm not necessarily dead. So I guess I hold off, hope they have nothing in their hand, and that I draw a land next turn and can One Ring. So our only out right now. I should have attacked with the 2-2. That was probably the crucial decision that may have cost me this game. Because they would be at 3. They wouldn't be able to tap as many tombs. Now they would be at 1. I guess it doesn't matter. They would have enough. Okay, that bolt's gonna hurt. Okay, so they can... Oh no, that's game, yeah, because of Pinnacle Monk. Nice. Okay, that was wild. Dude, the mono red deck is so wild. Alright. I can't even be mad at that. The deck is just cool. Yeah, so... Most is an activated ability, but I think Flute is too slow. I don't know if Flute is playable in the matchup. We want some pushes, basically just for Ragavan. Most of their guys cost 3 though, so push is not good. I want Deluge actually more. Voidwalker doesn't do that much. Brawler is kind of meh. Palantir is a little slow, but yeah, I don't think Palantir is very good either. We don't have many good cards for this matchup. I don't think that we're unfavored though. Like, we have ways to gain life, which they don't, so we're trying to prolong the game just a little bit. Yeah, they don't care about the graveyard at all, so Trawler and Voidwalker don't do much. Voidwalker is nice in just the fact that it can hit them for damage. Like, they do so much damage to themselves. I still think... I think Palantir is too slow. I could see bringing in a Flute. I could see bringing in, like, one push to deal with an early Ragavan. But on the play, we don't have to worry about that so much. I think I'll just play a Voidwalker. Just for a 2-mana 3-2 unblockable, pretty much. That's all we're really doing with it. This is a slow hand. It might be too slow. Plus, I have to do a bunch of damage to myself. Like, I'll do, what, 5 damage to myself turn 1 if I want Thoughtseize. And then I'm not really doing anything otherwise. For a while. I can get up to Deluge, but that costs me even more life. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. Doesn't really do anything. And this is a 0 mana hand, so we gotta mulligan that too. Reanimate Troll. Or Reanimate Grief. Both of these are viable. I'll probably put back the Tome. And I can put back a Dark Ritual, I guess. Or maybe I should decide if I want on Grief or Troll. I'm gonna try this. Pretty bad hand, but we'll see if we can make it work. They have kind of nothing in a 1 ring. They have a Strip Mine. Could cause us some problems. Sundering Eruption obviously could cause us some problems. They could get us on a land denial plan, but that's about it. Other than that, they just have mana, basically. So I'm going to go for the Troll. See if they strip. If they do, fell for my trap. So let's go ahead, get a Troll out, get our Swamp, and then next turn we'll reanimate Troll. All our cards are on the table at that point. And hopefully it's enough. Palantir. Alright, 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 alright. On top, 1 bottom. Take 5. It's fine. Attack for 6. Alright. I guess I should have cycled the Troll on my turn. Alright, I think we're cooked. I think I can beat this. I gotta let them draw. The Bowmasters is interesting here. Get them with that. So they're kind of at a point where they can't really tap the Tomb because they're going to draw a card at the end of the turn from Palantir. Unless they have that, that's pretty good. Okay, they're going for the Troll. They have another Fury? Wow, that's pretty good. So I get to clear my whole board. Bowmaster's still alive. What, they have a bolt or something? Otherwise, they're just dead to that. They must have a bolt. Oh, they have a Bombardier. I'm still alive, though. Okay, gotta let them draw here. They're gonna draw, and then they're dead. Alright, good game. Phew! Dude, the mono black versus mono red is like the craziest matchup in the format. It is so wild. And it's usually very close too. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need some more tech for this matchup. I just don't feel like I really have anything in the sideboard. And a lot of people are playing it. It's a good deck. I do think that my inclination is that mono black is slightly favored here, but not by much. Not by much. And we need some more removal. Kind of what it feels like. I'm gonna draw a cut of Voidwalker for a fatal push. So that Ragavan doesn't get under us. Cut a Thoughtseize for a second push too. Alright, let's try it. That was on a mold of 5 too, that game, so. Pretty close one. This hand plays, I guess. So like I Chrome Mox, I exile maybe a Grief. Discard the Troll. I don't love it, but it's not the worst, I guess. I just wish I had some kind of a threat to present. Ghost Vacuum, okay. I'm not too concerned about that. Barrowglyph is a nice draw. We're gonna need one more mana source to make this work. Start with a Grief. See if we can pick apart their hand, if there's any weaknesses. They have a Magus of the Moon. I don't care about that. They have a Screaming Nemesis. Barrowglyph. Their hand definitely does stuff. So I'll take the ring. I don't know. Kind of running out of time. I might have wanted to take the Glyph there. Feels bad exiling the only card I can actually cast, but I don't think it's doing anything for me if I can cast it. Like, I need to get to 3 mana. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose anyways, so. I think these cards all let me come back from being behind early. Just really need to draw a land. Any mana source would be very good. Okay, Edict. Kind of surprised they have Magus of the Moon in against me. I feel like that card's not very good. But maybe they just didn't have anything better. Romox. Oh, they're gonna exile the Magus, I'm sure. That. Comes Nemesis. Gonna make them sack that right away. Just waiting to draw lands. Do. Waiting to draw lands. Lands waiting room. Okay. Is a ring. No, they do land first. Taking out my bowmasters. Oh, that's a 3/4. Okay, there's a land. I think I can safely exile the Deluge. I have to take 5. I mean, I have to play Magic, so. Yeah. Exile the Deluge. Play Barrel Goyf. It's tough. I won't be able to gain life here. With the Vortex out, they won't let me gain life. They can control the size of the ghost with these ghost vacuums. So they exile the artifact, and then both of our ghosts are just 0. In which case, I might as well attack with both. Okay, so they just take 1 from the orc. Play another Goyf. They're almost to the point where they're gonna crack Ghost Vacuum, and then I just lose. Ah, man. Rough. So they'll exile a card type, and then my guys go down to 1/2. And they sort of trade 1 for 1 with any of these. Doesn't seem like a good exchange. Next turn, they attack me for 1, 2, 3, 4 in the air. Okay. Let's make our land drop. And I think pass. Because I don't want to attack into that. Okay, so they get to Ghost Vacuum for Shelly now. We're just in a really rough spot at this point. And they rip a ring off the top? Sure. Yes, they can... Nice. Oh yeah, I don't have any... I forgot about the ring. I was like, they forgot to activate the thing, but actually, no, I forgot to do anything at all. But it doesn't really matter. I have the ring for protection this turn, so... Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else we can do, so I will... Yeah, I totally forgot about that, but I don't think it really matters that much if I attach it to the Goyfs or not. I guess, yeah, I mean, I have better blockers this turn. I shouldn't have done that. I don't even actually have better blockers because I have protection from the ring, so it really doesn't matter. It gave them an opportunity to make a mistake, I guess, in case they forgot about their own ring protection. Right, I don't think I can really draw with the Bowmasters here. And they can... 1, 2, 3. This is at instant speed, right? No, activate only as a sorcery. Okay. So if I draw, I just basically lose my... Yeah, let's go for it. I have to draw. I lose my my orc, but that's it. Fine. Not sure why they would target the Goyf unless they have, like, another... What do they have? Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Dark Ritual into Shelly. Sorry about that, that's my alarm. Alright. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. It's like there's a 7 mana. It's not enough to do what we need to. Oh no, we have 8, so we can do both. Okay. So we go ring. Keep this one. If I attack with a Goyf, they get to block with Nemesis, and that's just not good. Actually, it's fine because they can't attack us, so they can't deal damage to us this turn now they have the ring. So I should have done that before I attacked, before I played Shelly, but... This can at least stop them from, you know, getting another Ghost Vacuum, so try that. Alright. I think that's game. I think that is game. So I take 1 here. And I don't think I have any ways to... Alright, good game. Let's go ahead and let's just see what I draw here, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. GG, GG, GG. One played very well. I think, yeah, I don't know if I really... It was a close game. Maybe I should have kept the Deluge. The Deluge would have been really good there. I did chuck a Deluge relatively early. There was a lot of small choices in that game, but... Not sure if I would have come out on top or not. Regardless of what I chose to do. But yeah, holding a Deluge might have been interesting. They did draw pretty hot with the ripping the ring and stuff like that. Still like the deck. I do think I need to work on the red matchup. I feel like I just don't really have a plan there. And it's definitely a deck that demands respect and that you have to have a plan for. It's a good deck. But yeah, that's about where I'm at now. I don't have any proposed suggestions right now, although my biggest question is, like, obviously I have to improve the red matchup, so I'll be thinking about that. I know Disruptor Flute is good there. It does it turns off Bombardiers, but they have so many other things going on. I'm not sure if that's good enough. So yeah, I'll be thinking about that. Let me know if you have any suggestions or tweaks to the deck or how you approach the mono red matchup. I'd love to hear it in the comment section. Thanks so much, everybody, once again. Please subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate everybody watching all the way through to the end of the video. And it helps out so much if you can throw a subscription my way. So if you like this content, please consider doing that so I can keep growing the channel and hopefully post more content when I can make more time for it as the channel gains more success. Everybody, appreciate you so much, and thank you so much. Have a great day.